Hello, my name is Lenka from Lenka is Puzzling, and this video is going to be the puzzles I've done in the last month. I think the last one I've done was on the 20th, something like that, so it is from that point until today. This video is going to be a day late. Usually I publish videos on Saturday morning, but I actually have a really good reason for this right now. Because I was at a work trip from Tuesday until Friday, and on Friday I got home at like 9 in the evening and I was completely wiped out. I was just ready to eat, take a shower and go to bed. So since this is something that I cannot pre-film because I want to have all of the videos in there, all of the puzzles, sorry, in there, I just have to do it today, which is Saturday, and publish it tomorrow. So sorry about that, but there is a good reason for it. So I believe I have 15 puzzles here, but a lot of them are small counts because this month was a little crazy. I did not have all that much time to puzzle, so I did what I could when I could, and then I did a few of the smaller ones that I needed to film anyways and things like that. So the first one I have here is a Schmidt puzzle. It is 1000 pieces. This is the Thomas Kincaid Disney collaboration, and I believe this one is just called Maleficent. Yes. So it looks like this, and I really do like these Thomas Kincaid Disneys. I don't like Thomas Kincaid. These ones, they tend to be hard, but usually they are quite doable. So this one was definitely one of the better ones. I started with the bright green because that one was just like really standing out. And then, you know, just did whatever caught my eye. It was great. I love Schmidt quality. This one was secondhand, so it was already done, but there were no missing pieces as far as I remember, so it was great. I am not sure if I'm gonna be keeping this one. I might for a while because right now I just got more storage space for puzzles, so I could keep it, and then when I run out of space maybe I will then get rid of it. I don't know. So this one, the quality, I would keep it. The image, not sure I will want to do this one ever again. So, you know, it's kind of 50-50 right now. Next, I've done 1000 piece hair. This one is from the Inner Mystic collection and it's called Woodland March. This is so beautiful and it was so hard. It's literally, the whole puzzle is pretty much just two colors. So you have the like green, blue, and then obviously the orange. It is super cute because you have this creature here and then the cats that are following him, and he actually also has a little tiny cat on his head. So that was super cute. I did not actually notice the tiny cat on his head until I was puzzling it. It took me quite a few hours to finish this one, and yeah, it was not easy. I did have to shape sort at the end. I was finishing with these two trees and they are pretty much the same, so I never knew like which side I should be at. I finished it. I was really happy with it, and as you can hear, this box is empty because this is now actually framed. So now I have two framed puzzles in my house. This one, I wouldn't frame it necessarily. It is beautiful, but I don't usually do that. But we did have an extra frame that was empty and it was just sitting there. And it just so happened to be 50 by 70, which is the regular size of a 1000 piece puzzle for most companies. So, you know, since that just sort of happened, I did decide that this one would look really nice. It is a wooden frame, kind of a darker wood, so it looks really, really good with this. So I am keeping it, but not necessarily in the form that I usually do. I'm not sure if I should keep the box. I don't think I will want to ever take it out of the frame and do it again. But maybe I would want to take it out of the frame, sell it, and put in something else. I don't know. So I don't know. Do you, when you frame your puzzles and you don't glue them because it's not glued, do you keep the box or not? Let me know. Okay, next I did a small one, a 500 piece cherry Puzzy called a Woodland Explorer. This one, super cute, super fun. A lot of just like fur and flowers, so actually not like super amazingly easy, but since it's only 500 pieces, obviously I did it. It didn't even take that long. But yeah, this one is not one that I will be keeping. I do like cherry Puzzy, I do like their quality, but I am very picky about the images because they do only have the standard shape. So whenever you do their puzzles, they do have like a really good cut, so you don't have false fits or anything like that. But still, you know, if you do a puzzle with like a huge patch of the same color and texture, it does get a little bit tricky because you don't have any other clues on the actual piece. So this one will be leaving my collection, but not because I hated it or I hated cherry Puzzy. It's just I don't want to necessarily keep this one. The next is 750 Ravensburger. This one is called something. Sorry. Oh, it's called Animal Dreams. So it looks like this, the box, but the actual puzzle, I have it upside down, has a little bit more to the side. I did like this image a lot. It was fun to puzzle, but also it did become a little bit frustrating because after I've done all of the like easy parts, the rest all seemed very, very similar. So it took me longer than I would expect for a 750 piece puzzle. Obviously, Ravensburger quality is great, but I don't think I will be keeping this one just because, you know, the tigers, they are very similar, and then a lot of the things on the sides are also kind of similar textures, colors all throughout the image, so it wasn't quite as enjoyable as I would like it to be, but it was good. The next one I did was Ravensburger 1000 pieces, and this one was on my wish list for a really long time. I did end up getting it for quite a lot of money, pretty much double the price of regular 1000 piece Ravensburger, because it is not in print anymore, it is not available in stores anymore, and I just wanted it so much. So this is upstairs, downstairs, and I finally did it, and it was just as much fun as I thought it would be. It was amazing. I loved like all of the different rooms. It was very, very sortable, so I did enjoy this a lot. The last thing that I didn't really enjoy was the clouds, the sky, because it is kind of, you know, not like a clear gradient or anything. It's all different clouds all in there. So that part not quite as enjoyable, but it's also not that many pieces. The most of it is the fun one. So I love this. I was a little sad because when I finished it, I had 4 pieces missing. So I was a little sad and a little angry because when I was buying it, the seller on Vinted said it was complete and the price was similar to other eBay sellers that also have it complete. So I was like, well, if you said that it was 4 pieces missing, I would have not gotten it from you, I would have gotten something else for similar price that would have been complete. Because originally I bought this puzzle in the foil, but then the seller cancelled it because they couldn't find it. So I did settle on getting one that was already open, but still complete. And then I had 4 pieces missing. So I was really angry. I wrote a few messages to the seller. They didn't respond ever. And then I tried with Vinted, but because I did this like 2 months after I bought it, they obviously already released the money for my order, so there was nothing they could do about it because they didn't have any money that they could like hold back from the seller to give me a refund. So their advice was just, oh, just contact the seller and work it out, which didn't happen, but I ended up being kind of happy it didn't happen because next time when I was building something and I needed my trays for sorting, I used the trays and I had like a weird piece in there. It turned out that I bought the gray trays from IKEA. I think it's Tilt Gang, something like that. And I put the new ones in with the old ones, but these trays on the bottom have like a long kind of sticker, and with the new ones I didn't take it off yet. And it turns out that when I was having the pieces in the trays and I was putting them each, you know, on the other, and manipulating them and putting them all around, I actually somehow got a few of the pieces stuck to the sticker on the bottom. So I didn't know about them. There was no way for me to find them, but they were there. I found 3 in the end, so there's still 1 missing, but now I'm not convinced that it's the seller's fault. So I am really glad that they didn't give me a refund, because then I would have to again contact them and send the money back again, because, you know, I didn't even want a refund, I wanted a partial refund, but I would have felt so bad if then I found out that it was my own fault missing these pieces. So it ended up working out quite well. I do still have 1 piece missing and I didn't find it on the trays, under the trays, in the place where I stored the trays, you know, that it would maybe fall out or something. So I don't know if that one was there or wasn't. Doesn't really matter. 1 missing piece is not a huge deal for me. Obviously I would have liked to have this puzzle complete, but what can you do? So this one is definitely staying in the collection. I loved it. It was amazing, but there's a little story for you. The next one I did was another 1000-piece Ravensburger. This one is The Secret Garden by Demelza Houghton. It looks like this. It is very beautiful and very, very hard. Demelza usually does like a lot of different whimsical characters, you know, little areas that they live in or something like that. This one is literally a few characters and then just the trees and the colored birds on top. And it was quite difficult, but it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it would be much harder, but it did take me a longer time than usual, a 1000-piece puzzle, but I did manage in still like very tolerable time. I did enjoy it. I wasn't frustrated at all with this. I thought I would be, but it ended up really being like full of different background colors or something to help you out to figure out where pieces go. So yeah, not as bad as I thought, and I love Demelza, I love her art, so I will be definitely keeping this one. Not sure how soon I will want to redo it because it was harder than others, but I did enjoy it a lot. The next one is 1000-piece Cloudberries and it is called Rooster. Great, now the sun went down, so I don't know how long we'll have light or if I'm gonna have to turn the lights on. The Rooster is kind of, I don't know, it looks like some sort of village kind of, you know, rustic design. Not sure if it's some original design from some culture or if it's just a new one that was made up by a designer now. But I really like this. This one was definitely a lot of, so I take out all of the same color now and just do a piece here, a piece here, a piece here, you know, and then it slowly came together. I do love the quality of Cloudberries. I think I had like 1 or 2 false fits, but not necessarily true false fits, more like I wasn't looking very well at the piece and it seems to go somewhere where it didn't actually go. So I did have a few moments when I was kind of like, oh, okay, so this is why I couldn't work it out, because it was wrong. But eventually I did finish it and I enjoyed it quite a lot. So this one will also be staying, especially since Cloudberries is very expensive and I got this on sale for a very good price. Next was Seiko Jane Worcester Scott image, 500 pieces, and this one is called Lure of the Sea. They don't have it on the front of the box for some reason. It looks like this. I really like that image. It was very fun putting this together. I love this kind of style. This was my first Seiko, and just let me remind myself what the pieces are like. Oh, it's the, yeah. So this is a ribbon cut and the pieces are quite big. They are also quite shiny, as pretty much every American company that I've ever tried had like shiny pieces. Don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I don't love ribbon cut, but because I loved the image so much, I still enjoyed it. The only part that wasn't super enjoyable was the sky, because it is quite a few pieces actually. I didn't expect that. And yeah, it is all the same. So once I had like all of the things that go up into the sky done, then I had to shape sort and pretty much Cinderella the rest of the pieces, because I just there was no way I could differentiate like a piece from here from a piece from here, you know. It was all kind of looking the same. So that was a little bit annoying at the end, but other than that, I love this one and it will be staying. Okay, next I had, oh, actually this was part of that as well. I had a filming day when I was alone at home. Hello, Nina. And I wanted to knock out as many of the smaller puzzles as I could. So I did the Seiko and then I did 300 piece puzzles. So first one was Dino. This one doesn't actually have a name on it anywhere, but I just call it the Green-Eyed Cat. It's beautiful. This one is big pieces, so it was actually ended up being quite large. But this was so hard. Once I've done like the white and the whiskers and the eyes, everything else was looking kind of the same. It wasn't. When you actually looked at the pieces, there are different like structures of the fur, and they are a little bit like something is more blurred, something is more in focus, stuff like that. So there are some clues, but it was hard. This one, I like Dino fine for the price that it is here, because it is a Czech company. It's okay quality, but I don't really love it. I don't really think I will ever want to do this image ever again. So this one will be leaving, but in the end, when I was done with it, I did love the image so much. It is so beautiful, this like close-up image of just a cat's face. Okay, then I a 300-piece Star Wars puzzle from Prime 3D. And it's this one, it's the lenticular one that kind of turns out looking like it is 3D, like it has some depth to it. I hated this puzzle. I hated building it, I hated the quality, I hated looking at it because my eyes were hurting from looking at the pieces all the time, because they are this kind of material, you know, on the inside as well. So you just are looking at something that whenever you change your position above the piece, it changes. It was so hard. Also, this image isn't the easiest one because you have black and then you have white. That's it. You have the one red line. So the image didn't help, and the quality didn't help as well, because sometimes you had to force the pieces together, sometimes they were kind of loose, so I never really was sure where something goes, if I have it correct, you know, stuff like that. So that also didn't help. And then just looking at the surface of it, it was horrible. So this one is definitely leaving. I hated it, but it was, you know, an interesting experience, let's call it that. Okay, last one from these 300 pieces on this like filming day was, I'm gonna call it Playful Mario, the company, but once you see the video, there are a few companies written on the bag. One is like the distributor, one is the manufacturer. None of them are Playful Mario. So I don't know, but it is written on the front, so let's just call it that. It is 300 pieces and it is Flower Grove Tiger. It looks like this. It is very cute. If I was puzzling this like a normal 500 or 1000 piece puzzle, I would hate it because the style of the image is very artsy, so very like fuzzy lines, nothing very concrete, no outlines of anything. So if I was puzzling it in a bigger count and with a normal kind of puzzle, I would not enjoy this. But this company, it is a Chinese company, I don't know. So this actually has the A, B, C or D on the back of the pieces. So you can actually separate this into fourths. And to have a fourth of a 300 piece puzzle that you have to put together, it makes it way easier, even with like an image that otherwise might not be quite as easy. Although with 300 pieces it would still be very, very doable, don't get me wrong. But I did decide to use the letters on the bag, and it made it even more fun because I just was puzzling, I don't know, 125? No, and that, it's 300 pieces. Oh, don't make me do math. Very, very few pieces. 70 something, right? Over 75, right? No, 75. Yes, 75 pieces each, for each part. So it made it so easy, so fun, and the image is adorable. Now, I will not be keeping this because I don't think I will want to do it again, but it was like, yeah, it was very cute. And then the next day I still wanted to film something, and my boyfriend picked the puzzle for me, and I'm glad he did because now at least it's out of the way. This is Academic Cat 1000 pieces from Eurographics, but my usual Eurographics experience is with their Smart Cut puzzles. This one is grid cut. This is regular shaped pieces. So I was curious how I would like it. I did not, but it was mostly because of the image. So it is cute, you know, you have the cat on top and then you have all of these books, and I am a bookish person and a puzzle person and a cat person, so this should be like the perfect thing. I understand why my mom got it for me. This was a gift from my mom. But I have learned already before I did this that I don't necessarily love these like stack of books or bookshelves really up close. Puzzles like that, because usually you have the same colors used in multiple spaces. It makes it harder. And then in this one you have quite a lot of like the exposed pages on the sides because the books are kind of crooked in there. So that also makes it harder because usually the pages are kind of similar color, similar texture. So you don't really know where anything goes. And this being a panorama 1000 piece, so it was like 92, they say, I think. Over 90 centimeters tall, yeah, but what's the actual size? 96. So it's 96 centimeters tall. I did not love this. Each of the books was huge. It was quite a few pieces to put one together. Then the cat was also just like the same color. And then the background, that was horrible. I had to shape sort it because it was just the same. So yeah, I did not enjoy this. The quality of grid cut Eurographics is kind of okay. It did remind me a lot of Trefoil. I like regular Trefoil, but with the combination of this image and with the combination of me already not liking Eurographics because of their smart cut, this was not the best puzzling experience for me. So this will definitely be leaving. But I'm glad I had a chance to try, you know, grid cut Eurographics. Okay, then I wanted to puzzle something that would be fun for me after I was done with the cat. So I actually chose this 200 piece Ravensburger. This is called Mixtape. It is just different colorful tapes, cassette tapes, on very colorful gradient background. So this was so much fun, super easy, super fast. I did enjoy it. It did kind of, you know, help me get over that one that I was kind of slaving over just to finish it. This one was definitely a lot better for me as a experience. And then we do have October right now. So I wanted to do my 2 Halloween puzzles that I have. In Czech Republic we don't really do Halloween, but obviously I see it everywhere, you know, on social media and stuff like that. So I do kind of get into the mood a little bit. I don't really watch scary movies. I don't do candy because there are no people coming here to trick or treat. But still, you know, it's part of the culture now a little bit. So I wanted to be like on theme. So the first one I did is 1000 piece Ravensburger Dean McAdam image. This one is called Trick or Treat. And it's this really busy, chaotic image of just some children, people in costumes, standing in front of somebody that is probably like just coming out of their house with a bowl of candy. This was so much fun. It was so cute. So many different details that I could find in there while I was puzzling. It was hard. It was definitely a pick and place puzzle. I could not really separate a lot because every color is everywhere all the time. Dino, hey, stop it. Leave him alone. Wolfie. The older male cat came in and, you know, decided that he is going to, I don't know, play with him. Stop, leave it alone, Jesus. So this was so much fun. I love doing pick and place, so this was kind of ideal for me. I do love Dean McAdam's style, so I will be getting more of his puzzles for sure. I love this. It was great. It is staying in the collection. And the last one that I actually did today And that is partially why we are filming as the sun is going down and we are losing light very, very fast. I might actually turn the light on. Wait a minute. Okay. Isn't that better? Yeah, I wanted to start filming earlier. I actually finished the puzzle quite a bit earlier, but then my mom called me and that took an hour. So, you know, it did kind of take the daylight. But the last one I did today is another 1000-piece Ravensburger, and this is again the Melsahoten, and it is called just Happy Halloween. It's this one. It is so cute, full of so many different creatures, and this time they are in costumes. So you have the creatures and then they are actually dressed as something else. It is just, yeah, I loved it. Again, a very much pick and place image. I did pull out all of the like oranges from this building and then like the trees. But other than that, yeah, a lot of the stuff was just like, okay, so I'm gonna just pull out the 5 pieces that put together this bumblebee, and then, or maybe it's, is it a bumblebee? Is it a wasp? Is it a bee? I don't know. But yeah, I loved it. I enjoyed it very much. I did have to take pretty much this whole week off of puzzling because I was at a work trip, so I was so happy to get to a puzzle. I picked this one because I knew it would be so much fun for me, and yeah, I was not wrong. I loved it. It was amazing. So this one obviously is staying. I think I am now missing one Ravensburger, the Melsahoten puzzle. It is the newest one, as far as I know, that was introduced in US Nationals. It's called Home Sweet Home. It is just not available in Europe, as far as I know. I cannot find it, not even, you know, Amazon or things like that. So, and when I tried to order it like directly from Ravensburger US, they said, oh, but we don't actually deliver to Europe. Sorry about that. So I could not get it yet. I will have to wait and hope that it does show up here. I am kind of planning a little bit that if after I buy everybody else presents for Christmas, because I do have a few already, but I still have like the big ticket items that I will be getting this month and next month, you know, to get closer to Christmas. So once I have all of that, if there is any money left, a little bit, you know, I might just order directly from Demelsa, because she now is delivering to EU. Sorry, my nose is itching and I do not want to sneeze again. She is now delivering to EU. She wasn't for a while, but then she got that working, so I was very happy to hear that. And then she said that she will stop delivering to the US because of tariff things. So it's all complicated for everyone, but for now she is delivering here, so I will probably try to order at least some of her puzzles. They are expensive and the shipping is expensive, so it is definitely kind of like treat yourself moment, but I love them so much. I love her art, and I want to have all of them eventually. So I would hope to get at least few as like a treat for myself, for kind of Christmas to myself. But yeah, I am hoping to get the Home Sweet Home at some point as well, but that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so that is everything, all of the puzzles I've done. There wasn't a lot of like variety in the companies, I fear, this time. It was a lot of Ravensburger, but I do have a lot of their puzzles now to do still. I think, oh, maybe I actually can switch it up a little bit. Well, we'll see. So for the next month, we will see how it works out. I do have over there a pile of new puzzles that I also want to film and show you. So that will be definitely coming. And yeah, it's just puzzles everywhere, and I am hoping now that I will be able to puzzle a lot to get that pile down, my to-do pile, so that when I film the new puzzles and I need to put them over there, I will have actually space and they will not be touching the ceiling, because for now it does look like that. I did slow down quite a bit since the summer because of circumstances, not necessarily because I wanted to, but you know, not everyone has time to puzzle every day all the time, and I try to, but sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. So yeah, I'm hoping to kind of get back into it, into the groove, and just puzzle a lot so that I keep it moving in here, because I do have quite a big pile of the new ones now. Okay, so that is going to be everything for me for today. Please tell me, have you ever done a Dino puzzle? I am not sure how available it is outside of Czech Republic, because it is our company and a lot of countries around us have their own. So, you know, like we have Poland right next to us with Castorland and Treffel, and then we have obviously Germany with Ravensburger and Schmidt and a lot of others, I'm sure. So not sure like how big of a market there is for a Czech puzzle company, so let me know if you've ever done a Dino puzzle. Also, have you ever done any of these like flat but 3D kind of looking images? Because I would be interested, what did you think about it? Did you like it? Did your eyes hurt because of it? Because I just hated it, like really, really hated it. And I don't usually say that, so yeah. Alright, so that will be everything from me. I hope you have a lovely day, and bye!